Hey everyone, in our last year, welcome back to some more Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We are playing as Pachacuti in the Nepalese Empire on Deity difficulty, and in our last episode, we really started getting more artifacts online. That was our primary objective. We also started getting things ready for the economic legacy path, which is the railroad tycoon. So we started getting some railroads online because we need to get, and some ports as well, because we need either a port or a railroad in each city that has a factory in order for those factory resources to count toward our victory path here. So just in case, so we are ahead a little bit for geographic society, which would be very cool for us to get because we have yet to win a cultural victory. However, in case we can't, I feel like if you're aiming for either of these victory conditions, it seems like Railroad Tycoon is always a good plan B. Like if for some reason you don't think you're going to be able to get one of these three, you can always try and get Railroad Tycoon. So that's sort of what we're preparing for because we have the resources to do so. So yeah, we're going to kind of continue down that path and see what we can do. Obviously, Hatshepsut is a powerhouse in terms of culture, but we've done a good job catching up in both science and culture. We're actually almost we're almost caught up to the two that are in the lead for science. So pretty cool stuff. So yeah. If you do find yourself enjoying this one, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out massively. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And let's see what everybody decides to do here. So we're really friendly with everybody until they wanted alliances with us. However, because we can't really take the alliances because everybody's at war with each other without having wars declared on us, we kind of had to let them go. And that actually hurts the relationships. So that is what it is, unfortunately. So we do have some production here in Alabama. We just built the rail station. I want to get this 24 production ironworks up. And we could throw it down right here at the city park. Could throw it over here with the lab. Oh yeah, because we put the schoolhouse somewhere. We definitely put the schoolhouse on a tile that we can't build on, right? Yeah, we accidentally put it with the grocer. I feel like I do this once every playthrough with our quarters. So I feel like putting it here is fine then. So let's throw it down there. And then in Choctaw, could throw down a military academy. Could also throw down a cannery, which gives us 10% growth rate, actually. So maybe we will throw down a cannery just to keep our growth going. The only unfortunate thing is that it's going to require us to build over something. So I think we do have enough happiness here. We're at 23.6. So I think we can afford to sacrifice some happiness here. Alternatively, we build over the guild hall. But that messes with our bonuses from Machu Picchu, which I don't think it should. But every tile except for this one cannibalizes our bonuses when we overbuild, which I don't think should be the case, but it is. So that's why we've overbuilt on this tile, but none of the other ones. So I think we're just going to throw it down here. Alternatively, we can build over the hospital. That only gives us a 2 food gain. This gives us a 9 food gain. Yeah, at the end of the day, that part probably doesn't matter too much. We just want the 10% growth. So I think it's probably fine to just throw it down here. We'll just have to eat the happiness loss. So, okay, this Sherpa, where can we send you? We're running out of mountain tiles to improve here, funny enough. I think what we should do is send you over here to explore, and we'll just get open borders when we get there. Just in case we need to do the World Bank, we need to scout out Himiko's capital, unless it's like around here somewhere, which I don't think it is. It seems like it's going to be over here somewhere. Okay, our field gun will fire on these other field guns that are getting on our case here. We don't like. You, sir, can move over to this mountain tile. All right, we've made it to this wonder, so we will start digging for an artifact here. And you can dig here. Also doesn't look like anybody else has been here, which is always really nice. You're already digging, so that's good. Okay. Oh, you know what? We probably should have spent some gold, actually. Probably okay. What is going on? Oh, they're at war. I was like, they didn't even look like they were shooting at the right target. It's kind of crazy. Okay, and this is why we put the ship here, though. Because the ship can fire on that unit. Or we have a narrative choice. Oh, we dug up an artifact. Perfect. Then we have some growth in Bharatpur, or Bharatpur. And we will grab the one with production. Perfect. So we have a city-state bonus as well. We just have everything going on right now. I think we're going to grab the social policy slot. And then for production in Saivash, we could actually grab the cannery here as well. So 15 food spot for it somewhere down here. we build over the inn, which is another one that hurts our happiness, but we can manage that. Then we have another social policy available. So actually gift economy. I think we'll use that. I don't know if that helps our cities though. I feel like it doesn't. Happiness boost could be good. Okay, we have another trade or merchant. I was gonna say trader. I guess it's kind of like a trader. What do we want? We probably want these. We probably want this coffee. So let's go over to our old friend Trunk Track and improve our trade relations. And then we can send this merchant. Oh yeah, she's got other factory resources as well. We should just get all the factory resources online. Are we hurting for happiness anywhere? It doesn't really look like it. So that is really good. And as we get more settlement cap too, we'll be able to fix that some more as well. So let's have this field gun fire. Get these guys out of here. You can hang on until you can improve that mountain. All right, now where do you go? Because we have explorers there and there. I guess now you can finally come over here and work on this wonder. And does that put us at 6 then? It does. Okay, we're actually in really good shape. Let me just check the rankings. Yeah, we're actually in really good shape, surprisingly enough. Okay, so you're all good here. Are we converting this one? We are. Okay, cool. And Bucharest, I think we are as well. I wonder if it tells us if anybody's competing with us on any of these. It doesn't look like it unless you like click on them, but then you click the X and it takes you out of the whole menu. I don't like that. I think I should bring you back into that menu that you were in, so you have to click as many things. In terms of our gold, what can we do? We can build a grocer here. We can build a port here as well. I think we'll throw down the grocer. Throw it down right here. If we can improve the culture, I want to. So let's put the grocer here. And then we can also put down an ironworks. Probably not as worth it, or not as valuable. So we won't do that. Well, that grocer only gave us 7 food. Didn't it say it was going to give us more than that? Am I crazy? That is weird. So the thing is, this gives us 7 gold per turn. I don't think we earn that gold back. That's the problem that I always have with these buildings is, are we going to make that gold back by the time the game is over in this case? I don't know. It's a lot of gold to spend on something like that though. I mean, I guess we can. We have tons of gold to spend. So we'll actually throw it down. Farm, woodcutter. I think this is probably fine. It says it's a 10 food tile. Like, I feel like that's wrong too. Let's put that there. Yeah, like this is a 3-4 now. So not really sure what's going on there. Oh, what else can we build? So we can build a port here, which could be good because that'll also allow us to build a factory if we want to. So do we need a port before we can build a factory? I'm not sure. But we can throw the port down here, but it doesn't say that we can build a factory, which I think maybe we do need a rail station as well. So if we throw the rail station down here, no, we're missing something. Did we research factories? I swear we did. Yeah, we definitely did. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can we build a factory here? Can't build a factory here yet, but we are building the rail station. So I guess we'll find out. Yeah, Takumi has more resource slots now, so that's good. Yeah, very strange. I am not sure what's going on there. So Male, are we befriending you? We probably should. So we'll do that, just to kind of get you out of our hair. We have another artifact, so that's awesome. And now we can send you down here to work on that natural wonder. We have growth in Cusco, and we've completed that tile there. So it's looking like, I mean, we can grab more production. I don't think we really need it. We'll just go for specialists, particularly the specialist tiles that don't decrease our happiness. The settlement also has some production, or sorry, not production, growth. So in this case, we will grab, I guess the spices are most beneficial here. We're probably not going to build any more wonders. We can definitely use the spices in one of our settlements. So let's grab that first. And Kathmandu has some production. Okay, so now that the rail station is done, we can build a factory. So I guess we do need the rail station, but it wouldn't let us build it in the town, interestingly enough. Okay, so here we have to build over the inn. I think that's fine. Yeah, the inn probably makes the most sense to build over. So we'll do that. And then how are we doing with happiness here? Still 30 happiness. That is awesome. Okay, Saivash can also build a factory now. Could build it here with the museum. Could overbuild the kiln. Yeah, these terrace farms have too much production. I don't really want to overbuild those. So either the dungeon, which is part of our influence income, or the kiln. I think it's the kiln. So we'll throw that down there. We have our spices now as well, which is food and happiness. We'll throw this to Takume because there's a little bit low on happiness. And it tells us that it has a port and a rail station. So all those have ports and rail stations. So that is good. You can go back on alert. You can fire again on this guy, and he is gone. Perfect. Are we befriending you? We are. I think we're befriending almost every independent power at this stage. Okay, so you still can't improve that yet. Oh, we have you here already. All right, you start digging for that. We need to find another wonder for you to go to. Looks like we have somebody there already. There's got to be more wonders around. Is there a natural wonder by us in our empire? We got that one already. We did not get that one. I wonder how many natural wonders are on each map, like in each game. Now, what do we want to do here? I guess we're gonna give you a grocer and throw it down right here. That's probably fine. Yeah, see, it says gives us 7 food though. Like that grocer just said it gave us 23, but now that tile is saying 7. So like, can we see buildings? Grocer, 7 food. Why? I'm thinking either a mod is not updated again, or maybe they changed something. But I don't think so, because like we have a 50 science dot right here. So yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the 23 food or whatever definitely seems correct, but then when we place it down, unless it puts the food onto the other tiles now, right? Instead of saying that this is where all the food is, no, the food's on the other tiles that you have improved. I mean, that would make more sense, I think. So maybe that's what's going on. Still very strange to me to think about it like that, because I don't think that's how it was working before, but you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. I think we want to hold our influence right now, and probably our gold as well, just in case we need it for something. Okay, let's see what everybody does. Jose really likes us again, so that's kind of cool. Ooh, there's a war deck. Okay, so there's urbanization, which is very cool for us. Means we also get more happiness in all of our settlements, which is amazing. Now, in terms of science, what are we looking to do? I'm thinking we want to get some of these masteries online, or we can go for flight, or we can go for radio. I think we get this food one first for mass production, and then we'll go from there. Okay, Cusco has production. We can build a nice opera house. Where do we want to put that opera house? So we can put it right here, actually. Now, this says it gives us 1, 6, and 6. So does it, though? It's harder to tell with the culture ones. I think that's correct. We need to look at the warehouse buildings. That'll determine whether the stuff is being weird or not. We can build a factory in Alabama, so we should definitely do that. We can put it right up here, actually, 1, 8, and 2. Yeah, let's do that. Then we have some resources that we don't really need to deploy, so we won't. Okay, our shepherd should be able to improve that mountain next turn. You can go on alert. You will wait in case if that guy moves up, then we'll attack him. Okay, things are looking pretty good, all things considered. I don't think anybody has anything for the space race yet, which is good, because that is something we also have to keep an eye on. I also find it really amusing how everybody's kind of going to war with everybody, but we are not, at least not yet. Usually they wait till the end of the age to really declare war on us. So there's another artifact. How many artifacts are we up to now? So we're at 8. We are getting there. Alabama, what do we want to grow you to? Probably a specialist. Well, let's give you the specialist here. I'm going to stick with the same tile. Nice. Okay, and then Choctaw. Build you an opera house. Do we have a culture tile for you? We can build right over the bank. That's only 6, though. See, this gives us 12, but we lose stuff still. So the influence per turn, I'm not too concerned about it because the opera house gives us more. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, because we're losing the 4 gold for culture whenever we put it here, which kind of makes it a little less appealing, because like if we're going to lose 4 here, we might as well just put this here. And if we're going to lose 4 here, we're also going to lose influence, and we're going to lose the gold. So maybe we just throw it here and build over the bank and just leave these tiles alone. I'm kind of inclined to do that because I don't want to mess with the yields we get from Machu Picchu. It's like a weird place to be. I like to think about it like that, but I think building over the bank is probably fine at this stage. Plus then it puts our culture buildings together in case we want to put specialists there. We'll go ahead and improve that mountain. Now you, I don't really know where to send you. Could send you up here just in case there's something going on, but I don't think there is. Okay, now you can slam this guy. Perfect. And you're going to fire on these guys that are trying to walk around and do something. I'm not sure what they're trying to do. We do have a lot of influence now, though. And I know we want another trader out with Trung Track. So we'll do that. And then let's grab another merchant because we want to get the factory resources online. So you're building a factory. You're not. Alabama is. Saivash is. Yeah, we want to start getting some factories online. Can we actually build a factory in Takume now? We can. Not sure if it's really worth it to spend the gold here though, because like it's better to get factories in our cities first. So we're building a port here, and we can build a rail station once that's done. I'm tempted to buy some stuff here, but I kind of want to hold on to the gold for now. Maybe. Wow, Napoleon has 41,000 gold. Like what? Hatshepsut has 62,000. See, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why isn't the AI using that gold to like attack? So let's buy you a rail station. And we'll throw it down here, I think. I think that's fine. And does that allow us to get a factory? It does. So we'll build a factory here as well. And we'll throw it down with... I'm thinking that we just throw it down here. And then when we start building the museum here and the opera house, we just build them on a different tile. That's probably okay. So let's put the factory there. So that's all good. We actually have growth here as well. Let's give this town, we need some production. We need as much production as possible, really. So let's give you that tile. And then we can actually give you, so the port will give this, this will give, gosh, the words. The port will give this city 2 more resource slots. So we'll basically have 5 resource slots. We can slot tea here, which is not the best. We can also use chocolate, which that is probably what we will go for here, because it doesn't have the highest science yield. So let's throw chocolate in here for now. And then when the port's done, we can fill out those other resources. So now each turn we should start getting railroad tycoon points. Nice. Male is getting like a lot of units. It's kind of, oh, I didn't know our Sherpas can get attacked. Okay, so we get a settlement limit increase again, which is really good. Oh, it's only 6 influence per turn though. I don't think I can justify throwing that in anywhere. So I don't think we do. Sadly. We do have a lot of Sherpas. I'm just going to create this mountain tile, and then that'll be fine. I don't really care if we lose that guy. Let's get rid of you. It turns into we're friends with them. 12. Okay. We do have another artifact. Amazing. And another artifact. Okay. We are at 10. We have 5 more to go. 5 more artifacts. And I don't know where to get them. I think we might be getting like 1 or 2 more. So, whoops. We're probably going to have to rely a lot on civics, I was going to say, but it doesn't look like civics give us that much. So explorers can research artifacts buried since antiquity. Okay, that's what we're looking to get. And then future civic gives us an artifact. We actually don't have an ideology yet either. So we could look through here and see everybody's ideologies. So fascism, he does not have one. Communism, democracy, communism, he does not have one yet. So I think because Napoleon and Hatshepsut are democracy, we'd probably want to go democracy. What exactly does that mean for us if we do? Fireside chats is interesting. And then suffrage is also interesting. It's a lot of culture. The production in towns doesn't bother me too much. And then we get a cultural and diplomatic attribute point, which is fine. We have so many attribute points at this stage. Do we want to go for that? Because that's going to make everybody mad at us. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the play is for that. I kind of like not being at war. So you don't need happiness, but we do want you to have growth. So what is the highest growth type we can grab? The 7 food. This is 7 food as well. I'll just grab that. And then we'll go Waman. I believe these are all the same. Yeah. Saivash has built a factory, so that's really good. We can get the opera house down now, so we should probably do that. Where is our museum? So let's throw that down there. And then Saivash. Okay. You only have 3 resource slots. You have 112 science. Let's actually just give you these because we have 3 of them. Nice. And then if we look at Railroad Tycoon, okay, we're starting to get points for this now. Perfect. That is what we want to see. Now you, sir, I don't really know where to send you. I guess this is a mountain, but I don't know if there's any better mountains to send you to. I guess we can just send you to that one. Wait, are you going to this one? You're already going there. Okay, wait, where's our guy? He's going that way. Where's our other one? You. We need to send you somewhere else. If there is anywhere else to send you. I don't think there actually is. Okay. I need auto explore. I mean, I guess there's a mountain here between these volcanoes. I wonder if you can use that on the volcano. Probably not. That would be funny though. Okay, so Trum track. What do we want to give you? I guess we want factory resources. Can also just grab these resources, but I think we want factory stuff. So let's do that. Okay, we actually have so much cotton. That is kind of crazy. Okay, you're done here. And I don't see any other artifacts to grab. We already have somebody coming here, which is you. So you can start digging for that. We have an explorer here already who should be digging. They are. And then we have an explorer coming here already. Yeah, we're running out of stuff. We're running out of spots to dig up. So I think that's 3 natural wonders. Puts us at 13. I mean, I guess we'll send you over here to take a look around. And then we'll send you over here. Just have them walk around. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think that's... I mean, what else can we do with those explorers, right? No, they killed our guy. That's okay. Kind of expected that was going to happen. So there's mass production mastery. So that is good. That gives us a ton more food too. All right, so the specialists we're grabbing, we actually have more happiness now, so we can continue grabbing specialists up here. So let's do that. And then Choctaw has growth as well. Where's our massive specialist tiles? Probably right here is a good one. This gives us culture though. We want more culture. So let's do that. In terms of our science, what are we looking to do here? I think it would make sense for us to get some masteries, but we probably also want to start working our way up toward rocketry, just in case we have to counter anybody's space race. Though I don't know if they're actually going to get there at the rate that they're going. Now, Cusco, we can have you build a rail station in 5 turns. So let's actually throw that down right here. Perfect. You get rid of this guy for us, please. Thank you. There's another unit here. Let's get rid of him, or at least take a shot at him. Okay. You go back on alert. And let's see what we can do here. Let's give you a farmer's market. I don't think there's much else to do with endeavors unless we start getting more stuff. Also, I don't think anybody's been spying on us, which is kind of interesting. Not sure why. Also not sure why nobody settled here. I guess we could if we really wanted to. How much does a settler cost? 880. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. We're definitely investing a lot into our infrastructure. That's for sure. We're still getting attacked. That's so crazy. Your choice. There's another artifact. Amazing. Okay, Kathmandu has growth. I believe we're just going straight specialists now. Is there a better tile? I kind of want this tile because it's more culture. This tile just has more stuff and less decrease in happiness, although we have 38 happiness in this settlement. So I think we're going to go here to get more culture. In celebration, we're absolutely going to grab culture. And then, I don't know how many trade routes people have with us. So, I mean, we have 172 influence per turn. Let's grab this one. And I actually didn't see our gold increase at all. Maybe we don't get anything from that. Okay, Kathmandu, we're actually going to build the opera house. We're going to build it right here over our kiln, because that is our culture tile. Then Alabama, we have the factory down now. So let's throw down your opera house, which goes over here. Perfect. And Choctaw just built an opera house. It has not built its factory, so let's make sure we're building that. And where do we want the factory? This builds over the observatory, which is probably okay. Do we have the lab and stuff down? I feel like we should. Does this settlement not have a lab? Oh yeah, schoolhouse lab right here. Okay. So I think we're going to build right here. It's probably fine to do. Now we have a factory up in Kathmandu. Okay. So this is where we have to clear all our resources out, and our production now suffers in our capital because now we specialize it to get our economy points. So it would make the most sense to throw the cotton into Kathmandu. So that is what we're going to do, even though the bonus that we get from cotton is not very good. Okay, so we're maximizing our cotton. I don't think we can throw anything else in here. No, we cannot. And that's fine. So what is the highest production that we can put in here that makes the most sense? I think the tobacco, because it's 6 production in a city with a rail station. We have a rail station here. So we'll throw these back into Kathmandu, and that looks good. Alabama now also has a factory, which we need to utilize, and I think we'll put in the Kowloon. It's a 3% culture boost, which is pretty good. So I'll throw all that in there, give us a little bit more culture, and we'll be getting more of our points. And then Cusco can actually benefit from some of this production here. Pull these fish out. Perfect. Okay, I think that looks fine. Savash actually doesn't have that much happiness, interestingly enough. Yeah, we're starting to get there now with our economy points. Savash, you actually can't build a port, can you? 1 tile away from being able to do so. Okay, it's kind of a shame, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not game breaking. So there are 4 artifacts now. So I guess what happens is people will research, like the other leaders will research stuff. And once they do, then that's available to everybody. So we'll send you there. And then you're busy. Thought I had another explorer that needed something to do. I need like an explorer button. Where are you going? You're just going over there. So you over here. Okay, we found them all. That is good. And I think that would actually complete our victory path if we can secure some of those. Cool. Let's get rid of this guy. Awesome. And that is it. Is there anything we need to do? Any endeavors pending? No. We have all our endeavors rolling. We really need to just get our city-states online, I think. Bolster military or incorporate. We'd probably want to... Oh, somebody wiped out the city-state that was here. Oh, that's not cool. I guess let's support this. No, it doesn't really do that much. I thought it would do more. Well, I guess we can build a settler. And then we'll send this settler. Right there is actually a fine spot. Gives us all of the resources that are there. Okay. No, kind of want to get that settler lens off. There we go. Okay, we have some growth in Sausa. Looks like we have all of the resources here now, which is really good. I think we just aim for the highest food tile, which is that one. And then Savosh has production. So Savosh actually needs some happiness, so we'll throw down this department store somewhere, which right here is totally fine. So we'll do that. Our army commander has finally made it. I feel like we sent that guy so long ago. Let's put all those guys on alert for now. You can secure that mountain for us. Perfect. Now, I kind of want to spend the influence on something, but there's not really much to... What is the point of this, though? About the growth of a city-state by helping it generate food. It generates an additional 15 food per turn while the diplomatic action is active. Lasts for 10 turns. I don't understand the point of that. Why would... Oh, I guess maybe to grow it. I guess that would make sense. Okay. Well, I guess let's take a quick look. Stone Town. Is anybody befriending you? We will. We will do that. We'll actually give you a boost, because why not? We have the means to, so I figure we might as well do that. Man, lots of war going on. I'm just glad that we are not a part of it. Okay. So we have some growth over in Ayaviri. What do we want? We want the wine, I believe. Oh no, the wine only gives 4 food for production. This still could be good though. Don't really need the happiness or anything else like that, so yeah, let's grab wine. And also growth in Bharatpur. And these are all the same. So we'll just grab whatever one of those we want to. Okay, resources. I thought we had all 3 of those in there. Am I crazy? What happened here? Did we lose a trade route? We must have lost a trade route. Right, something got pillaged somewhere. That must have been what happened. Okay, well, I mean, it is what it is, right? So Takume, you have a port, but maybe the food and production is good for you. I don't know. Kind of like the gold income. This settlement can just have fish. Actually, you don't have a port, so you can actually take the sugar. And everybody else has stuff except for Wanuku because it doesn't like we expect it to. We'll leave this. Actually, no, let's not. Let's throw in some wine. Nice. Okay, yeah, specializing stuff. That is something we have not been paying attention to. What do we want you to be? Probably a fishing town. 100% gold towards purchasing a factory in this town. Plus 1 resource slot. 5. Wow. Huh. So we could have specialized Takume to be a factory town and just got a factory for free. That's kind of crazy. Is that something we want to do? This could be a good fishing town, though. Can you do that? Can you be a factory town? You cannot. You'd probably be a good fishing town, though. What's your population at? 17. Yeah, let's do that. You can be a fishing town, or... No, you're a fishing town for sure. So that's fine. I kind of want to make that a factory town. Did we specialize you? Did. Hub town. That's probably a good choice, actually. You're specialized already. You are not, but you probably should be. You can't be a factory town, though. Wow, 36 food. Yeah, you're definitely a fishing town. You're specialized. You're specialized. I believe everybody else is specialized now. So that means we have to try factory town that only that one town. Well, you're not specialized, but you're not going to be yet. Yeah, we can make you a factory town and just see, because we've never done that before. So, sure. So we have to buy a rail station, buy a port, or, you know, at least buy a rail station. But I think the port still needs to be active for, or does it? Maybe it doesn't. So if I build a rail station right there, does that allow us to get a factory? It does not allow us to get a factory yet. So let's throw our growth down. We probably should have built the... Oh no, the port's going to be in the water, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's throw this down on the 7 food. Okay. And then let's give you port. We'll give you your port here on the 10 gold. Yeah, because you're specialized now, so that's fine. And then we get a factory. What? Wait. 100% gold towards purchasing a factory in this town. So you're telling me that when it says this, it means it's reducing the cost to build a factory by purchasing one for gold by 50%. It should not say plus 100%. That doesn't make any sense. Do we have somewhere else that I can build a factory that I can compare this to? I don't think we do. You building a factory? No, you probably have one already. Cusco. All right. Cusco has rail station done in 1 turn. Then we're going to see. We're going to see what that looks like. Okay, you can just have some stuff for now. We'll just give you some food because you're going to get changed up when the factory is built. I just want to see what that means. Not sure what I want to do with you. There's not really anywhere else for you to go. So let's actually have you go up here. You'll explore. Okay, so what I want to see is the cost to purchase a factory in Cusco when this rail station is done. So if we just set up a trade route to us. Okay, so there's nationalism. Increase on our settlement limit. And flight is unlocked as well. I don't think we want to change any of our stuff. Yeah, I think we're good there. Okay, Cusco. Factory cost, 3,200. And then in Chucuito, factory cost, 20. Okay, I don't understand. Here's yet another thing that I don't understand. And maybe it's me, but I don't think that it is. I feel like 100% means 100%. It doesn't say reduce factory cost by 33%, which it's not even reducing it by 33%, it's reducing it by more. I'm not sure what's going on here, unless it has something to do with that calculation plus the gold. That's the only thing that I can think of in the moment here, is that there's some sort of gold reduction. I don't know what it means by 100%, but it's whatever this is, plus the gold reduction from the gold. So, in any case, we will build our factory here, because we spent all that money to do so. These are all the same, actually, so let's pick, and then we will redistribute our population. Oh, we have a narrative choice, which is just an artifact, so that works for us. Let's redistribute this population to a food tile. Okay, how are we doing on artifacts? 3 more. And who is the next closest? Okay, so Hatshepsut has 5 points for ideology. We are way ahead in terms of Railroad Tycoon. Nobody has any science or space race points yet. And we are 3 artifacts away from completing Geographic Society. I think this is looking pretty good for us, which is nice because that culture victory, right? Now, in this city, I think we want a specialist, but I don't see any tiles that we currently put a specialist on. So we should be able to just put one anywhere at this stage, which we don't have a lab or anything here apparently. Well, we have this tile, so we can just throw it here for now. I think that's fine. Alabama has over 200 production, which is pretty wild. So now we also have this tile that gives us 6 culture. I think that's what we want. So let's do that. Then for our next technology, I mean, what we should do is just click rocketry, because that's kind of where we're going. We want to be able to stop anybody from doing the space race. That is the goal. Okay, Cusco has production. We can build our factory. I think we'll just build it on this pot comp. Sacrifice some food, because we can afford to sacrifice some food. So let's do that. Perfect. And then in terms of specialist activities, well, I guess this makes the most sense. Just throw it here. Cool. Isabella still doesn't like us. 50 negative relationship. And that's because of agenda, right? Yeah. Okay. Alabama. Could have you build an aerodrome, actually. That'd be pretty good idea. So let's throw that down here. Yes. Yep, there we go. And then let's redistribute our population to somewhere with a lot of production, preferably. Just throw it down right there. Could have done a specialist, but I think Alabama... Oh, no, we actually had a ton of production here. Okay. We did not need to replace that production. That is okay. We do have our factory now in Chiquito. So I think we can just give this one... I think we can just give this one the T. I kind of wish I could just click all the resources out of this at once. Yeah, let's give this T, because I know they'll all fit in there pretty nicely. Nice. Okay. All right, I'm going to send you somewhere, but, oh, we actually have orange ones too. Orange artifacts. That's by us somewhere. There's one. Send you over there. Nice. Okay. I think some of our city states should be coming online soon, I think, or relatively soon. Narrow choice, 500 culture. Okay, so not online, but getting there. And then Ani as well, 500 science. Not going to complain about that. Okay, Cusco, what do we want to do with you? All the rest of these tiles look kind of the same. Could go for this one because it doesn't give us negative happiness. It's probably okay. Man, Cusco's at 54 population. That is pretty crazy. I don't know if anybody else's cities are that populated, right? Yeah, if you look at our population, so, I mean, we do have 20 settlements. Yeah, we do 20 settlements, and the next highest is what? 14. So that definitely has something to do with it. Just looking around, I noticed this. I mean, this is the highest we've had our cities in terms of population, but I noticed in other games too that we tend to beat the AI at population in our settlements, which is cool. Kathmandu, we can put down an aerodrome for you. Could also put down an ironworks, but I kind of want the aerodrome. I know it takes up a whole tile, but I do kind of want one here. Nice. And then we move that population somewhere. Let's throw it here with the culture. And then production in Saivash. Could build a cannery here. It's probably okay. It says 16 food here. I think we can afford to build this, build over this guild hall now. So does it give us 16 food or 1.5? And let's take a look at, so this tile gives us 4. This is 1.5. Should get 16. I guess it has to be built first. So I will forget about it by the time we get there. So, yeah, well, I don't know. Okay, let's get our lab down here. Actually, were we building a factory? Do we have the factory done? The port is done. I think we bought the factory. It's over here. That's fine. Okay, so let's throw our lab down right here. Excellent. And then resources, chocolate. I don't know why these got unslotted. Oh no, the port wasn't done. Now the port is done. Oh, we have another resource slot here. Okay, that works for me. Yeah, that is looking really good. Okay, we are getting a decent chunk of railroad points, or railroad tycoon points. We are still 3 artifacts off, but we are getting there. We are on track to get all those artifacts in place very soon. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to winning via culture. That's gonna be really awesome. And like, so it's so interesting. We are not ahead in yields. We are not ahead in military. I mean, we are ahead in influence, so we have that going for us. But this just feels like such a solid game. Like it actually feels kind of good to not be at war the entire game. So yeah, definitely cool. Definitely nice to play differently than we have been. So, but we are going to end this episode here. So if you did enjoy it, go ahead and hit that like button. Helps the channel out a ton. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.